me talk right into the camera.
Don't do it.
If you think the NBA draft lottery is rigged, it immediately makes me think you're just not that smart. Like, it immediately makes me go, your IQ is lower than you think it is. Because I don't know a single smart person who is actually familiar with the process who believes that the NBA draft lottery is rigged. Not one. The only people who say and tweet things like that are people who either just have no idea what the process is, how it's done, and or low IQ, just not very bright. Because if you think it's rigged, and I know you don't.
I don't.
But play devil's advocate.
I will.
Turn yourself.
I will.
Turn yourself into a dumb person real quick.
That's easy.
Be dumb for the next few minutes.
Yeah, no, right? I got you.
Be dumb. Bennett, the NBA draft lottery is rigged. Tell me why. Be as dumb as you can be.
Well, GP, the NBA draft lottery is clearly rigged because the Dallas Mavericks, they did this under-the-table deal to trade Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers. Nobody knew it was going to have just happened out of nowhere, and obviously it hurt the Dallas Mavericks big time, and their fan base turned on them, and they were super angry. But because they rewarded the Lakers with this generational player and helped them get better, the league, wink, wink, was like, hey, we got you because we're going to give you a generational player in return in the draft.
So the league would go down this path of creating all of these things that are so obviously against everything. They would do all of this stuff at the expense of other franchises and at the risk of the credibility of their league so that they could move a Luka Doncic to LA and then move a Cooper Flagg to Dallas. If you're really like powerful enough to do stuff like that, why wouldn't you just keep a Luka Doncic in Dallas and then just figure out a way to get the Lakers a pick somehow and then just figure out a way to get the Lakers to win the lottery and then just have Cooper Flagg go to LA and you can keep the Mavericks completely out of the deal? Like, none of this makes sense when you say it out loud. It's so stupid. It doesn't, like, first off, part of the conspiracy previously was, well, the Mavericks are trying to be so bad so they can move to Las Vegas. So you've got to just really run this thing into the ground. Well, if that's the conspiracy you had at the trade deadline, how does giving them Cooper Flagg make any sense?
It's fair.
It's just stupid. I don't know how else to say it. And anybody who's ever been in the room will tell you two things. One, it's just so obviously not rigged. Okay? But two, even if they were trying to do it, like, we're all in here. There's no way to do it. Like, we're all watching this go down. It's just ping pong balls. It's random. You know what it is? It's random. And sometimes when a franchise that doesn't have a good chance to win the lottery wins it, people immediately go to, well, it must be rigged. Except what those people somehow forget or don't understand is that nobody has a good chance to win the thing. There are franchises with better chances than others. So, yeah, there were franchises that had a better chance than the Mavericks to win the lottery because the Mavericks only had a 1.8% chance. But do you realize nobody had a better than 14% chance? Not Washington, not Utah, not Charlotte. So nobody's got a good chance. Nobody is, quote, supposed to win the lottery. It is more likely that anybody wins it other than you if you're in it. So that's why these things somehow get twisted up. It's like, well, the Mavericks barely had a shot. Well, nobody had a good shot. Yeah, they barely had a shot, but nobody had a good shot. And somebody has to win it, and that's the way the ping pong balls came out. I don't want to say anything about what happened in 1985 or 1992 or 2001. I don't even care. I doubt those were rigged either, anything in the history of the lottery, but whatever. I wasn't there, and the sophistication wasn't in place as much as it is today. But you can't rig the lottery the way they do it today. Like, you can't do it. And everybody who's ever been in the room will tell you that exactly, and yet people who have never been in the room will insist that they don't know what they're talking about. Do you realize how stupid that sounds?
So for me, like, I love a good conspiracy theory.
Sure.
I love the JF. I love the Kennedy story, the entire Kennedy family.
I'll listen to any conspiracy you got.
I read Catcher in the Rye.
I did too.
Yeah.
I'll read any conspiracy you got, but then when you're done, if it sounds obviously stupid to me, I'm just going to tell you that that's obviously stupid. Think about where the NBA would, and like everything I've said, take that, put it over here.
Yeah,
all right?
I got
now
you.
focus on this. Focus on this alone. How does the NBA actually benefit Like, I'm not saying there is no benefit. I'm just saying, like, put it on a scale. How much does the NBA actually benefit from having Luka in LA and Cooper Flagg in Dallas? If this is the conspiracy, they're rigging everything to get Luka to LA and you repay Dallas by giving them a Cooper Flagg. How much do you actually benefit from those things as opposed to what you risk if people actually found out that is how you were running a professional sports league? You lose all credibility with everything that you're doing, and the bottom falls out of everything. People lose their jobs. People lose their reputations. People there's lawsuits. Like,
I'm with you.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, for me, like, if you just go back and look at like the last 10 years of the draft, there's not these big market teams getting the number one overall pick. It just doesn't happen. I mean, look, okay, in Cooper Flagg, we acknowledge people think he's going to be a generational talent. Okay, so for every Cooper Flagg, like, dude, do you think the league, like, Wembanyama going to the Spurs, right? Like, come on. It's the San Antonio Spurs. Like, what would it benefit the league to be like, we want the Spurs to be the best organization in the league forever, right? You know what I'm saying?
We're on the same page. Like, we've just spent 7 minutes debunking idiotic theories. Like, we don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah.
If you think the NBA draft lottery is rigged, you're just not very smart, or you're not very informed with how the process goes. Either one, I'll let you pick. But this is one where I have very little patience for it. It's just a dumb thing to believe. It's right up there with the earth is flat. Like, if you think the earth is flat, you're just not a smart person. And if you think the NBA draft lottery is rigged, you either don't understand the process, or you're just not a very smart person. Or you're just trying to get attention by screaming something. I'll let you pick.
I mean, you can go viral.
I'll let you pick whichever one you want.
I've seen a lot of the tweets.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm just
saying.
You'll never get me to do anything other than look at you.
I read them.
And roll my eyes.
Okay.
If I see that, I
didn't roll my eyes.
I'll just roll my eyes.
I read.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.